Hello friends, Michelle with Sacred Earth here once again. And as promised, I have another Ayurvedic tip video, just a quick Ayurvedic short for you to listen to and to help you balance out your doshas. Okay, so today I have some foods here that are helpful in balancing the Kapha Dosha, or bringing balance to an imbalance of the Kapha element. The Kapha element is earth and water, and it tends to be heavy, oily, cool, and moist. Okay, so if you are this dosha, you always have to be aware of imbalance, and if you become imbalanced in this constitution, then you need to do things that are going to boost your metabolism. You're going to have to get that digestive fire moving because it tends to be cool, and there's a tendency towards heaviness in the tissues of the body, so it can create weight gain and that kind of thing. So by favoring certain tastes or flavors, foods with certain qualities, you can bring balance to this dosha. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the foods. So one of them is radish. Okay, so radish, any foods that are spicy and pungent. So you might want to grate those up and put them on your salad. So radish is a good one. We have arugula, which tends to be bitter and spicy. So the three tastes we're looking at here are spicy and pungent, which is the same, bitter, and astringent. Okay, so arugula is a great one for bringing some of the bitterness and the astringent qualities. The astringent foods tend to dry up the moistness within the Kapha dosha, within your constitution. Celery, one of my favorites. I try to chew on some celery. Well, lately I have been trying to chew on some celery about 30 minutes before my meal, and I find that it greatly enhances my digestion, and it really helps get me ready or prepared for a meal. So all these foods are very good at preparing you for a meal. For when you're going to eat. So you can even get the digestive bitters at the health food store. So if you go to the health food store, ask for the bitters, you can drop some under the tongue too. Usually that I've done that in the past when I've been working on some major imbalances or trying to heal from something. But it could be, a good practice to get into if it's not convenient for you to eat the bitters, the bitter greens and things. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So celery, yeah, celery is awesome. Just love it. I find the more I eat it, the more balanced I feel. Okay, then here's baby kale, and love the baby kale. I like the baby kale more than the other types of kales because it tends to be softer and more tender. And we have grapefruit. So I have a red grapefruit here. Now, grapefruit, it works well for me. Like, I find it to be very balancing. I like and I crave the bitterness of the grapefruit. Now this is a fruit, so there's also sweetness to it. If you have the Pitta dosha, which you're prone to the fire element, you may not be very fond of grapefruit. So you have to really look at your own constitution and see what else you're working with. So most of us have two. So I'm primarily Pitta Kapha, tending to lean towards imbalances in the Kapha energy. So, I always have to be aware of that. These foods really resonate with me. Then we have, from the bean family, we have mung beans and lentils. So those have the astringent qualities that are beneficial to the Kapha dosha as far as your proteins go. So just a sampling of some of the foods you can use to balance out heaviness in the body, increase your digestion, increase your metabolism. I feel great when I eat these foods. So that's your sign right there that it's working for you. How do you feel? Ask yourself these questions anytime you eat. How do I feel when I eat this food? Really pay attention. Things like green tea. Green tea is really good for the Kapha dosha. So it's another one to keep in mind. Drinking green tea. Okay, super helpful in digestion. Also, another thing that's super helpful in balancing Kapha is all the spices. Kapha is pretty lucky because it can consume all the spices. without too much repercussion. Pitta dosha, the one that's prone towards the fire element, needs to watch out for that. So anyway, there's your little Ayurvedic short on balancing the Kapha dosha with bitter, astringent, and pungent tastes. All right, friends, have a good one. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.